So let's talk about how you can work incredibly efficiently as a team with Next. So we're going to cover the different permission settings for an administrator on your team versus a team member, how you can assign tasks among multiple roles. We're going to take a look at the filters. There's going to be a transaction dashboard review again when you have teams. How we can log notes and comments, which we touched on a little bit earlier, how you can tag team members. And then also we will take a look at just overall team notifications and the history retention feature. So let's get down to business. The first thing that you will do when you create a team account is you will start inviting your team members. So I'm going to come in here to my contacts page and I will just go ahead and click on my team members. We are in the process of redesigning this page, so if it doesn't look like this for you, just kind of hang in there and we'll get to it. But these are the different team members that are on my team. So as soon as we add a contact, there's an option to make them an administrator or a team member. Now, an administrator pretty much has the ability to do anything they want in Next, except they cannot add and remove team members. That's reserved for the account owner. And they also cannot change billing information or cancel the account or update credit card. We just reserve that for the owner themselves. So that is an administrator, but they can create their own properties. They can work on action plans. They can manage contacts. They can do, pretty much everything else. You can also have multiple team administrators, and you can set it up so that any property they create is just theirs. Okay, they cannot see another property that was created in the system unless they get added to it by that other administrator. And obviously, any property that they create themselves, they have access to. Now, you as the owner, you can see it all. Okay, but administrators can work separately, or they can be added on each other's properties and work together. Okay, then we also have team members. Team members are really there to be assigned tasks and to be told what to do and kind of when to do it, but they cannot mess up your action plans. They cannot delete contacts at all. They're a little bit more limited. They can't launch a property, so they're there just to be assigned things and then carry them out. Okay, so you can choose what level you want them to be, the team member or the team administrator. Now, anytime you have a team member task, okay, you can actually assign a task to multiple people. So by clicking both of these briefcases, I can make both of us assigned to complete this task, and whoever completes it first is done. We are both considered administrator level or above. If you also have a team member, so let me go in here to our island account, and I'm also going to add another team member. And we'll put them on as the real estate agent. So by assigning a task to them as well, okay, they have a team member status. So they will see it show up on their account when they log in and they check this off. And here, I'll actually just demonstrate it for you. Give me one moment. I'll log into one of their accounts. So I'm currently logged into Marissa's account. She has team member access. So as you can see, her options are much more limited. She only has access to her one property and her one task that she was given. She can leave comments. This is done, right? So that's good. So she can leave comments. She can't change any of the due dates, but she can complete it. Okay. So when she completes it, it disappears from her page. Now let's jump back into our other account. We'll go to Demo Island and we'll see this little green dash here. Okay. So since this was a task that was assigned to multiple people and she completed it, it's important that we also have the knowledge that was completed. So we see a dash. There's actually a comment here that we can see as well. She said that she completed the task and she wrote this is done. And then when we are satisfied it's done, we can then check it off and it actually disappears. So that way things aren't disappearing from your checklist when it's maybe a job or a task that you're sharing with another team member. But it's a really cool way to just kind of help communicate what is happening between people on a team with different roles. So that is how we treat tasks with administrators and team members. Now, if an administrator had that task assigned and they checked it off, it is gone. Okay, so there is that limitation to it. All right, so let's go into assigning tasks by role. So when we are in our action plan, the one thing that you will notice is that with our team version, you can assign tasks to any role. And instead of assigning tasks by person, So let's say that, Marissa is assigned a task and then Marissa leaves the team, or, we have multiple Marissas and we don't want to have to create a checklist every time we add a new team member so that they can be assigned tasks. Now, for that purpose, we assign by role, and then we tell the system which person on the team is performing that role. Okay. And these briefcases represent assignment, and you can assign it to as many or as few as you want. Okay. And depending upon their access level, that will determine if they can complete it in full or just partially complete the task. On top of roles, let's look at filters. So when you are looking at different transactions and you want to see specifically what properties maybe Julia is working on right now, we can click that button. We can filter out. We can see how many tasks she has outstanding for all these different properties. So for example, in Amazing Way, she has 3 tasks. For Demo Land, she's got 3 tasks outstanding. And we can reach out and say, look, in total, you have 7 tasks. Let's get those cleaned up each day. We can also look at how much commission revenue they are possibly bringing in as well. So filters are your friend as you're working through and you want to see specifically which tasks she has outstanding. We can just come in here to the filter and say, show me Julia stuff. And again, we can find those 7 past due tasks and we can start completing those for them as well if we feel like that is the right move to make. So you can still jump in as an administrator or the account owner and help out other people on your team. The only thing is that for you to see these properties, they have to add you on there, and you can be an editor or something that's not necessarily a role that has to be broadcast, but it does give you access. You can complete some of these additional needs. All right, let me go ahead and we're going to remove that filter. And we're going to talk about tasks and we're going to talk about comments. So with any one of these tasks, you can leave a comment. This is a standard comment. You can also tag a team member in it. So if you want to get specific attention placed on this task, you can use the @ symbol. It'll bring up your team and you can send them a message instead of just leaving it here. So why is this not done? Who knows what the message might be. When you tag a user, it will not only show up in their account and in their notifications tab, but it will also send them an email that lists the task name, the property name, and then your comment. Okay, so I'll go ahead and click update here. Let's see. Oh, and here's just a notification where it says that they left a comment for you. So similar type of experience. When you're working on a team, the notifications can be very important because you can see what's happening in the background. But the goal is that we're making sure that everything that happens that is significant is transparent. Last but not least, we do have a history function. So if we go into Demo Island and we want to see what happened and when, we can go in here and look at when people completed certain tasks, when we added comments. There's a whole bunch of just information that we can pull that will let us go back and revisit when things were done, how they were done, and if anyone made a mistake or checked something off when they shouldn't have checked something off. So we are continuing to build, I think, really powerful features that helps teams grow and work better together. That concludes the demo for Nekst. If you have additional questions or would like some help in terms of getting this system up and working for your team, don't hesitate to reach out. We would love to have you join us here at Nekst.